welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making this. I got it from my local Daiso. It cost me $5.80 Australian dollars, and I do know that in Japan they're probably selling it for 200 yen, which is equivalent to about 2 to 250 AUD. The brand of this product is Kracie Popin Cookin, and I do know that they have quite a few varieties. So there's quite a few that I know a lot of YouTubers have made videos of, which is the hamburger and the chips. When I saw this, I knew I had to get it because it's got Odango, which is my favorite Japanese snack. It's got this soda drink as well, Daifuku with strawberry and red bean in it, which is like a mochi texture flavored sweets dessert, and Taiyaki, which is a big pastry with red bean on the inside. I'll be honest, this is my first time doing this and it is quite daunting, only because there is so many steps at the back to do it, and they are all in Japanese, which is something that I can't read. But let's try this. Apparently they have got all the ingredients and all the tools you need to make this should be in this box, apart from like a scissors or the microwave where you have to cook it from. So let's get started. Once you open the box, the ingredients look like an instant noodle pack. You definitely need scissors to open this. I've seen some videos online, but I'm not 100% sure how to do this, but let's wing it. Why not? So first step, that's a scissors mark there. Start cutting from. And there's more scissors marking on the side too, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to follow the lines and cut through all of it. That's the kit inside, but before we get to that, let's just finish cutting this. I believe this is the finished product, where once you create all of this dessert components, you're gonna put it on top of this placing mat. I'm actually kind of excited about this because I've seen videos of it. Some say that they're candy, but I'm actually curious, what does it taste like? Could be anything, for all we know. Okay, so once you remove the packaging from the box, you'll get that instant noodle package thingy where you cut it into flat squares according to the lines. And this is what's inside. It looks like a lot of dried powder, like what you get in instant noodle, and this as well, which is more of it. And in here, I guess this is the mold of the taiyaki. There's this white plastic thing that comes with it. There is a small little cup. How cute is that? It's tiny. That would be the soda drink. There's a small little pink scooping spoon and this stick thingy. So I'm assuming this is the tool that you'll need to pick up the snack to eat, I think. Not too sure. Okay, let's start. I believe the first step is to cut the mold into two. And I'm just purely following the instruction on the box. So once you have that, you will have the taiyaki mold on one side, And this side, I believe it's a small, so we're gonna start with this small little hole here. It shows red color, so I'm assuming this is it. It says start with filling it with water. 1 teaspoon of this water. So I've got water here. I'm just gonna fill it. Ooh. Gonna be messy. And you just need to have really a lot of dexterity and patience to do so. I know the way I'm filming this is slightly different from what you're gonna see in most YouTubers where they have the close-up of it, but I thought, you know, I'll try something different. So it turns out this stick that we had just then wasn't to eat your snack with or dessert with, it's to mix. So I put in the liquid and the powder form. Fits right perfectly to this spot right here. And it smells like strawberry already. I guess this compartment here, you'll need to leave it for about 10 minutes, which I'm sure that's plenty of time because we'll be making all those other elements as well. I forgot to count just then. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 packets in total to make all of these elements. I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. It smells really good, and that's the jelly that sits right in there. No idea what that is, but it looks like it's red, and it will be this element here. So they've also mentioned to cut this apart, which I did not do just then. So first element done. Step 2 would be this sakura looking container bit. I'm gonna match it with this sakura packaging. It's got this sakura color packaging, pink, and shape of the flower here. Those who can't read Japanese. Doesn't really say water here. I'm not too sure, so I guess it comes in a white powdery format. I'm just gonna pour it in here. I'm assuming you need to fill it with water. It doesn't really say though. Hopefully I did not miss a step. Because how else would this become like a mochi ball texture? I think I need some water in it to fill that layer with water. I messed it up. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pour the white powder back into this cup and fill it with water. That's strange. It's strange because on the first step it clearly says here blue color to fill it with water, but on the second step it doesn't say any water to be filled. Wow. That's the bottom line at the bottom of this container, so I guess you need to fill it with water. Let's try. So can you see there's a line at the bottom of the container here? I've just filled that with water, and I'm going to pour the white powder back to the mold, and this looks more like it. And again, using the spoon, I'm just going to mix it gently. Now that's more like it. immediately it's got this grainy sand effect, like how when you go to the beach and that's water mixed to the sand texture. I'm not too sure if you can see it well, but it's got this, look at it, grainy texture. So I'll give it a good mix until everything is thoroughly mixed. And then basically what it says is that once it is mixed, you just take the whole thing out and roll it for about 30 times. 30 times is a lot. And from this you should be able to make 3 of the Odango, which is my favorite. Actually, is it Odango or is it... Oh no, so from this I should be able to make 2 balls, and from the 2 balls, one of it will be for the daifuku, which is that mochi looking dessert, and one of it will be for the Odango, which is you make 3 out of it. So I think I've scooped it pretty well. It's thoroughly mixed. When I scrape the spoon across the mold, it doesn't feel any grainy texture anymore. So I think it's all thoroughly combined. Oh, and don't forget to wash your hands before you start this. I did, so here we go. You just pour the entire thing out. It should look like this, like rice balls. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it and give it a good roll. Okay, so I guess you need to separate 2 of these. I'm just gonna pull it right in the middle. Ooh. And again, roll it really well. So that's what this finished product should look like. Round. So I think for the daifuku it says I need to roll it flat. The instruction says I need to roll it flat into like a long rectangular shape and then flatten it like using a rolling pin, and to fill that dough into this area. So let's try that. I'm gonna start with one of the balls. I'm gonna roll it really flat like what you do with pencil. So I guess the first thing is you want to match it to the shape of step number 1. You match it to this shape and then you roll it out to the outer area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze it into that shape as recommended. The strawberry smells really good. I got distracted. And then I'm going to flatten it. Basically, you just drag it out. This is actually quite fun. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of Play-Doh back in Malaysia. And I remember, you know, just rolling and making pastas, just making a lot of food. So this is almost like soothing to do. So I think I've done the daifuku bit by flattening it on that surface, so you get that flat, it's stuck onto the sheet. Okay, next I will have to, the second ball that I had before, I will need to separate this into 3 different balls and fill it in this spot here. So that's pretty easy. So you basically just pull it apart into 3 bits and roll them. I guess the guideline here is really good because then it tells you if you are making it even or, you know, not winging it too much. I guess, you know, that's the beauty of Japanese culture and Japan, the whole country as a whole. People are such perfectionists there. That's why the food tastes so good. And they have so many innovations from there. And I'm done. So I've done the mochi daifuku bit and the odango. So let's do step number 4. I believe this is the taiyaki. Let's do that. I think this is taiyaki because it's got the shape of the fish, as you can see here. So it says 4 teaspoons of water. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's exactly 4 teaspoons of water. That was really powdery. Doesn't really smell like anything. I'm pouring the entire packet in. Done. And mixing it. I think it says like you mix it for about 10 times to make sure it's even. So immediately when the white powder touches the water, it turns this light beigey shade of color. This time it's a bit more liquidy. Ooh, I can smell it now. It smells like a type of batter. You know how when you have a pancake batter? Smells like it. The texture and consistency looks like it too. The powder form is really fine as well, so there's no lumpy bits or anything like that. It just disintegrates straight into the water really quickly. Look at that. So liquid. Look at that. It smells really good too. I guess I'm just going to pour it up to the line of the mold, and yeah, that should be it. Let's try. I guess this is something that you can make as an adult. You probably can do it with your kids as well. It's kind of fun, you know. Teaches you patience and following instructions. Important life skills, I guess. I think that's it. So that's empty now. I guess I probably have to rinse this for later, because it looks like I will still need to use this for later. Yep, I will need to rinse it and I will need to microwave this. Be right back. Okay, so what I have done just then is that I've rinsed out this container and the spoon so that it's clean to use again, and I've just blasted this in my microwave for 30 seconds. So this is what it looks like. Yummy! It smells completely like a, what do you call it, like a cake. It smells like a batter. You can smell the egg, the flour. So that's done. So the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to use 2 teaspoons of water. Again, utilizing this mixer to make the sauce. I'm guessing this is for the odango. So it says you start by having 2 of these small little scoops of water. So weird. I don't know if this is teaspoon or what do you call it. No, it's not a teaspoon. It's too small. It says 2 cc. That's not a matrix that we use here in Australia, so I have no idea how much that is. Ooh, this one smells like chocolate. It's like a cocoa powder chocolate. Like this, it smells exactly like chocolate. It smells delicious. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do step number 6. I think step number 6 is basically putting everything together onto this placing mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the daifuku. So first thing first, I'm going to grab the daifuku that was on the placemat. The shape of it is straight like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this chocolate sauce that I've just made right in the middle. I'm not too sure if you're meant to put all of it or just enough, but you know, why waste? So I'm gonna put a big lump of it. It smells so good. Big lump of it in the middle. It looks a little bit funny at the moment. And next, I'm gonna grab the strawberry that I made earlier on. I then to grab this stick that I was mixing the strawberry with before, run it over the sides of it, and it should come straight off. Ooh, there you go. Came straight off like that, and you put it right on top of the chocolate bit. Ooh, that looks so good already. And then what you do is you fold the chocolate. You basically fold it. Yep, I got greedy and I think I put a little bit way too much chocolate onto the side. It's oozing out. I'm gonna scoop some of it away. Never be greedy, guys. And that should go to this pink bit here. I'm gonna leave it there for now. That looks so good. Okay, the second one we're gonna do is we're gonna do the taiyaki. Oh, now I know why you're not meant to put too much in it, because you're meant to put the taiyaki chocolate, the chocolate in the middle of this too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop them out. They're still a little bit warm. I'm gonna pop them out straight. Hopefully they come out. Oh no. I hope the shape stays intact. Oh no. It's not exactly the way I want it to be. I'm not too sure if it's because it's still warm. So what happened was I tried to pop it out of this mold. Can you see how some of the fluff is still stuck to it? And it's kind of not complete. Hopefully that's the bottom bit. And the other one hopefully will come off better. Please, please, please. So again, I'm just gonna pop it straight out without pulling it. Hopefully it'll come straight out. No. So this one looks slightly better. You can see the eyes of the fish, but the middle bit here is kind of looking funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a very thin layer of the chocolate that we've just made. Nothing fancy or anything like that. Belle, what are you doing? Come here. And then I'm just going to put the top bit of the sandwich back onto it to make it into a fish sandwich, as you would call it. So that's how it looks. Not perfect, but hey, got there in the end. I'm wondering if I can save some of the bits of the taiyaki and fill the top of it, make it look better. That would do. I will have to fill the mold, this mold, with some water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash it and I'll be right back. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to put 2 spoons of this water into one of the mold. I believe this is for making the sauce of the Odango. Yummy. Oh, that's right. I think this skewer is for the Odango. That makes sense. Pretty smart, hey? They use it to mix, and you use it as a final product for the Odango as well. Okay, so next step. This is the second last packet. Smells like nothing. I'm gonna mix it. It smells kind of savory. Odango is actually one of my favorite snacks because it's got this soy. The classic version that I like is basically mochi balls on a skewer and glutinous rice flour. That's what they make the mochi balls with, and they have this sweet soy or kind of savory soy sauce that you put over it, which I really love. I don't know, I just like that sweet and savory taste of it. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those Odango balls in this skewer, poking them right through, making sure they stay in shape. That's pretty easy. Oh, don't jinx it. And you've probably seen them in the emoji as well on your mobile phone. There you go. So that's so cute. Odango balls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this sauce onto... You know, I'm not a big fan of sweet dessert, but I'm kind of looking forward to this. Only because I made it. Yeah, growing up, I don't have a sweet tooth at all. Mostly I love savory food. Fries, pasta, pizza, burger, deep fried, anything. Those are my jam. I go for salty food any day. I have no cravings for chocolate or, you know, ice cream. I'm lactose anyway. But yeah, I have no cravings for any of those. Interesting, huh? I think that's about it. I've coated them really well, basically making sure that all sides of the Odango has got the sauce, so that when you bite into it, it will be delicious. There we go. So this is the finished product, what it looks like. Yummy. I'm gonna go ahead and place it right in the middle here of the plate. So I've just taped the cup together. I'm gonna fill it with water until it's about 1 centimeter to the top. And ta-da! That's the last package. I'm assuming this is a soda. Yeah, it smells like soda water. I mean soda. Ooh, and it fizzes up as well. Instantly. Can you hear it? It's blue. I'm gonna mix it a little bit. It's fizzling. Wow. And ta-da! That's it. Ta-da! So we've put all of these 4 little items together. Not sure how long it took me, but I couldn't read the instruction, so it took me a little bit longer. And yeah, I'm actually really interested and keen to taste test it. Can't believe we did it! So now that we've made all of these, it's time to taste test it. I'm gonna start with the Odango because that's my favorite. Sticking to the placemat. It smells very similar to the Odango that you get in Japan. Definitely tastes like an Odango from Japan. You get that mochi-ish texture that's a bit chewy and sticky, but it isn't as chewy because, you know, in Japan you get them in that size, pretty big. So it's actually delicious. I love it. I might finish all of it before I move on to the others, because then there will be no mixing of the flavors and the texture. The sauce isn't too sweet, isn't too savory either. It's really good. I would say the sauce is a good binder that binds the whole mochi together. It's got this slight savory, salty aftertaste to it. Now, let's try some of the soda. Tastes like a soda. Surprisingly, it's not sweet. Carbonated. It's got that fizziness to it. And this is probably the smallest cup I've drank from before. Next, let's do the taiyaki because it was warm before. It still smells like a cake batter with that chocolate filling on the middle. The chocolate filling tastes exactly like what I expected it to be. And this sounds really weird, but the taiyaki, I know the real taiyaki in Japan, when you get them, it's crunchy on the outside. They usually cook it on like a flat pan or like a cast iron pan, or in some of those mold that you use. The taiyaki in Japan, they always have this eggy, buttery taste to it. This has got it. It's got that cake, eggy, buttery, batter taste without any flavors to it. So it's pretty much, it's an eggy flavor for the pastry, or what do you call that, like the two outside bits, and the chocolate flavor is what brings it together. I don't mind it, but it's a little bit heavier on the dough side. I'm not too sure if you can see it, but see how the ratio of the chocolate and the dough. I probably can eat the whole thing in one bite. But I had to taste test. I still prefer the Odango over that, but that's actually a really good snack. Like, that's it. That's a perfect portion snack if I were craving for some something that's eggy and sweet. But to be fair, the soda doesn't really go well with these. You know what would really go well with these? Green tea. Last but not least, we're going for the Daifuku. The chocolate sauce is oozing out. I'm not sure if I should put the whole thing in my mouth or try to bite it into two. Maybe I'll do the whole thing. The first taste that hit my mouth was the chocolate. Again, that's because I put too much chocolate in it. And then I bit into the strawberry bit. It didn't taste as strawberry, like a jelly strawberry texture, but it didn't taste as strawberry flavored as I thought it would be. Because when I was making it before, it smelled really fragrant of strawberry, but it doesn't really taste much of a strawberry, if it makes sense. And yeah, that's the end of my Kracie Popin cooking and taste testing. I actually kind of recommend buying this to make because it's fun. It's kind of easy. You only need water and a microwave and maybe scissors and a tape. But these two are actually pretty good. The Taiyaki and the Odango. I can do without the soda. Didn't really do it for me. Not a big fan of soda water to begin with. It tasted more like a soda water than a soda. That's for sugar. And the Daifuku, it's just lacking something. Maybe there isn't enough, like the mochi skin isn't enough. Probably another thicker layer of it would have helped wrap everything together better. And I probably put too much chocolate in it. But yeah, if I were to rank them, definitely the first one would be the Odango, the Taiyaki is the second, and the third one would be the Daifuku. I'm not gonna rank the soda. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. If you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!